Hello, I'm Laura V, and I have been hosting the 21 Days of Practice here on YouTube. And I want to thank you because over the last few weeks, my channel has grown. And I looked at the analytics, and over half of the people who are seeing my videos are new. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for finding me. Thank you for interacting with me because every like, subscribe, and comment grows the channel. And what I really love about this practice was that um it gave me a reason to be on here, but it's also really practical and really useful. And that's the idea is I want to show how a spiritual practice can meet real challenges in our human experience. I would love for my life to be easier. I would love more ease and flow, and that's what I'm working towards is more ease in my life and in my work. But for now, this is where I am. And I've learned a lot. I have a lot of experience in spiritual healing. I help people work through some really tough stuff. I help people work through grief, through panic, through overwhelm. When things are falling apart, people call me and I'm able to help them. How? Not by practical things, but by connecting them with the divine intelligence that is available to us at all times. It's a matter of like reorienting out of the overwhelm and out of the fear into peace and calm, and then things open, things shift. And I have seen this over and over in my own life. And I'll tell you, there are times when people come to me with something overwhelming, and I'm like, yeah, I would, boy, I feel like inadequate sometimes, but I say, but I know this to be true. I know this to be true. And what's the thing I know to be true? That love meets our every need. And I've seen it happen over and over again. And it works. It helps people. I'm like, thank you. Thank you, love, for still being there for me. Thank you for still being there for the people that I help and the people I care about. Thank you. And, just lately I've been working with people with grief, and it's been a beautiful thing, helping them connect with their spiritual essence, with their spiritual being, their divine being, their inner being, higher self, whatever you want to call it. But connecting with that within is where we find healing and guidance and direction. And it's something I've been guiding people with and seeing it help them in real time in front of my face, going from panic and overwhelm to peace and calm. And the thing about grief, and I know so many people have lost so much this year. Gosh, so much loss this year. A lot. And, for each person, what they need to meet that loss or that grief is different. And what I do, I'm a musician. I'm a voice teacher. I know how to tune in and listen for the subtle cues. And I can hear it in people's words. I can feel it in their energy field. And something will come through and I'll be like, that's it. That's the thing we need to work on today. That's where we're going to see a shift. And we get there. A shift happens. It's like, okay, you're feeling a little less. Sometimes it's completely released, and sometimes it's just a little bit released. And that's okay. And we will take what we're able to do. But I'm always watching for that shift, like from overwhelm to calm, from lost in grief to peace. And like I said, sometimes the shift is big and sometimes it's little, and that's okay. It's exactly right for the person. And I hold space and I hold to that truth that love meets your need in exactly the way you need it in that moment. And that's the work I do. And so if you're, working through some stuff. Sorry, I have these cards and they're falling on me. Stop it. Stop falling. All right, done. So, if if you would like some help with that, I'm here. I will have put the link to my Calendly in below. I charge $150 for 60 minutes, 197 for 90 minutes. And the thing we'll do is I will orient you to something real, energetically, something that brings peace, and then we'll record that so that you can come back to it and listen and practice this new orientation, this new way of um, finding a little more calm and groundedness when life is challenging. So that's the work that I do individually. Now I'm also dreaming into something in the for the near future. I'm looking for a few women who want to go deep, deep into love, deep into their truth, deep into what's calling them in this next moment in life. If you're in transition and things are moving through you and you're not quite sure what it is and you're not quite sure where it's going, and I'm there for you because, like I said, I've been a voice teacher, and what I do is I listen for their true voice. I use some techniques that I know to capture that thing, like, there it is. And then it's like, okay, because this is how I was actually taught to sing better, how to improve my vocal technique. My teacher's like, that's it. You just did it. What did you do? I don't know. Let's do it again. And that's what we did. And we just kept going and going until I could feel it in my body. And then as I felt it in my body, I was able to get there more consistently until I was there without having to think about it. That's vocal technique. That's how to train into a new skill or a new way of being. And this is really kind of a skill of tuning in to your inner guidance, a skill of opening to a presence that's there for you all the time and learning how to live from that. My one of my favorite hymns from Mrs. Eddy is Shepherd Show Me How to Go. She was like, you're giving me this flock of people to lead. Show me how to do this. And she says, I will listen for thy voice, lest my footsteps stray. And it's about listening for that voice, those subtle nudges. Eventually they show up as breadcrumbs, like, I'm supposed to go there. Okay. Where is that going to lead me? What's there? What's waiting there for me if I go there? And it's like, okay. And you just learn to trust. It's also building trust in yourself and in your relationship with your higher self and your spirit guides or beings or whoever you're feeling this presence that's with you. I mean, I swear it comes to me as a voice. It's a presence, a real presence. And that presence is guiding us and leading us always to something good, always to something better, always, always. I know that without a doubt. Now, sometimes things fall apart along the way. You're like, why have I just lost my job? Why have I just lost my daughter? My daughter left my house in a heated moment, and she's out of my life in that way. I mean, we still connect, but I lost a really valuable relationship. I lost having that daily connecting with her and being present with her, and it was a loss. But now it's changing. And that's the thing. Our relationships with people, they change, right? But it's like, why did I lose that job? Why did I lose my house? Why did I lose that relationship? This person died. What the hell? It's like, what is going on? you know? And it's like, okay, how can I see, how can I find the love that's here for me when it feels so far away? I feel so disconnected. I feel so lost. How do I get that back? Yeah. I ask that myself sometimes, and I help people who are feeling that way. Like, how do I get this back? And so that comes up. That comes up when we're trying to follow our path, when we're trying to follow the leadings of spirit. that stuff comes up. And it's like, how do I manage that? How do I navigate that? And that's where I can help. I can show you not all is not lost. It's okay. Keep going. I've been here too. I know this terrain. I know this terrain well. Let's see where this goes. Because I also know something amazing is on the other side of this. I know it without a doubt. Because I've seen it in my own life. And I know this is true for anybody who's on this journey. Because my mentor did that for me. He knew. He's like, keep going. Keep going. You've got this. So yeah, I'm wanting to create this really beautiful container for 3 or 4 women. We're going to work one-on-one because that's important, but we're also going to have some group sessions so that we can witness each other's journey. There's something beautiful in that because growth can't happen in isolation, you know? And sometimes what we need, another has, and you don't even realize it until it's voiced, you know? This is the idea of Barbara Scher's idea party. I love that idea. So yeah. So if that is something you're interested in exploring, if that's like, you know, yeah, I'm looking to go deep this winter in particular. I'm looking to go deep. Let's talk. Let's see if we can work together and make something beautiful happen. Because this is the thing. There's so much beauty in ourselves, in us. So much beauty and strength and power and joy and creativity. Oh my gosh. What can we make? What can we make happen? Let's find out. All right. So, letting you know, thank you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. There will be some next steps. We are not done, but thank you for finding me and thank you for subscribing and joining me on this journey that I'm on. And I'll be sending out a few videos each week, kind of updating the journey, maybe bringing a few extra tools. I'm going to be creating a 21-day practice that you can buy. It'll be a page with the 21 videos and what they're all about and where we're going. I'm going to make it nice, give it some structure and some form, and then you can have lifetime access to that while I move into the next iteration of my work, and see what comes through. So thank you. Stay with me. I want to bring some more stuff, and hopefully the whole idea here is that we're using energy tools, somatic tools, spiritual tools to meet everyday human challenges. And also moving through this place of always being in challenge into, ooh, life's getting a little easier. Magic's happening. I'm seeing more good and less problems. Like, yeah, problems come up, challenges come through, but they aren't so daunting and overwhelming. But I know I'm moving towards something. There's good stuff happening, and I'm seeing it on a daily basis. Amazing things are happening in my life. And this is really awesome. And I want more of this. And yeah, that's where we're going. We're going there. So if you want to be on this journey with me, subscribe. If you like this video, click a like. If you have a comment because every comment helps grow the channel. So thank you, everybody. Bye.